Business editor Richard Southern joins us now. Hi, Richard.
Hey, Ginella, how you doing today?
Not too bad. Richard, we've seen some major movement in the oil market in the last 24 hours, and what does that mean for us?
Was good for Bay Street. It's going to be a little bit of a mixed picture when it comes to filling up your tank if you need to. But Ginella, we today saw the biggest ever percentage point jump for oil. You know, the price has been decimated. We're not using as much oil. We're staying home. The factories are closed. And then we have Saudi Arabia and Russia, the two biggest oil producing nations. They're pumping a lot of oil out of the ground, way too much. What happened today? U.S. President Trump came out and he said he expects Russia and Saudi Arabia to finally turn down the oil taps and cut back on production. So oil was up 25% to $25.32. It helped out the markets. The TSX gained ground on that. It was up 221 points. Dow was up almost 500. When it comes to that gas pump, we're going to go down 3 cents a liter tonight, but then up 4 cents on Sunday. So we're going to start to feel the impact come the weekend. But of course, gas still quite cheap indeed, Ginella.
Okay, we'll fill that tank in that little window there when it goes down before it goes
your cheapest
back
bet for a fill up.
Okay, so no surprise, you know, with so many businesses forced to close their doors, the number of unemployment claims are soaring.
Yeah, this was a real huge number coming out of the United States today. The number of Americans who signed up for unemployment last week, 6.6 million. That was the biggest jump to U.S. unemployment claims in American history.
Wow.
We have about 10 million unemployed Americans, and economists think another 4 or 5 million will join those unemployment lines in the coming weeks. So obviously that presents huge issues for not only the U.S., but for Canada too. You know, when the U.S. sneezes, we catch a cold. Here in Canada, the estimates say some 2 million Canadians could have already lost their job or are at risk of losing their job. Ginella.
Yeah, it is a tough time for so many, and I'm sure those numbers are going to be reflected when people apply for those emergency benefits on Monday.
Yep.
So there are still so many questions, and things change so fast. Google is reporting a surge in searches these days, obviously, on anything coronavirus related.
Yeah, it's always fascinating to look at what people are Googling because it's such a reflection on who we are and what we're thinking about. This is the Canadian search results we're looking at here. This first graph we're going to see shows the spike in searches for unemployment information along with the stock market, and you can see there's a definite correlation there, which is quite interesting. Next graph we're looking at here shows the spike in queries and questions about social distancing and questions people are asking Google about tests for the coronavirus. Really interesting here, though, is what specifically we're asking Google. So first off, we're asking, as you just mentioned, how to apply for the Canadian emergency benefits, and of course you can apply online starting Monday. Next, how to beat coronavirus capitalism. That relates to a lot of people talking about how governments around the world are bailing out corporations again with some no strings attached packages. Next, we're asking Google how to handle groceries. People want to know, should I wipe them down? Should I not? How to apply for benefits coming up again, and how to make a homemade mask. So again, always interesting and very reflective of us, what we're searching for on Google.
Yeah, none of those are really shocking. It's all the things that people want to know, how to get around, how to cope and navigate this new world that we're living in and will be living in for maybe the next 12 weeks, 3 months. That's what the health officials said yesterday. Looks like it could be a while.
Ginella, I'm back just a little bit after 6:30 with you. Everyone, you know, they're video conferencing, they're doing live news like I am from their home.
That's right.
And everyone's talking about the background. I'm going to show you a way where you can put any background you want on your conference call just after 6:30.
Awesome. Can't wait, Richard. We'll see you next hour.
Thanks.